thin whites on there. Palette, kind of bland today, not too bright. It's going to be mostly a dark painting, so burnt sienna, ivory black, Prussian blue, crimson, titanium white, yellow ochre, and this is Pyrrole red. I use that instead of Naphthol red. I don't really have a reason why, I just feel like it. So, I think the magic white splattered everywhere, or the amazing white. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do here. I'm trying to find my little flat brush. Paint Mount Rushmore. Oh, I thought about it, but I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I doubt myself. Sometimes. I might be able to. I might paint it off stream, and then if it's okay, upload a video of it. Alright, we gotta pick where our horizon's gonna be first. For this one. This is the easier one. Simpler. Just a little seascape based on the flag of South Carolina. So it's going to be a moon, a palmetto, and maybe a little bit of water. But the water's going to be pretty low. How low do we want it? Do we want it that low? That's pretty low. Maybe a little higher. Yeah, maybe right here is good. This is our horizon. Just a thin line. Probably could have used blue for this, but I just use black for everything usually. You could also use masking tape. People do that, but I don't like filling in the line after I do the masking tape thing because I always mess it up. I always do it too high or too low, and then I get up with a blob of paint there. They are just rocks. That's true. They are, but they have faces on them. I'm not very good at faces yet. I'm working on it though. I've been doing the portrait thing that you suggested, where I just kind of try to do my self-portrait every month. Let's see. Maybe a little bit more. It's going okay. They're starting to look like me a little bit. Palm tree is really big, so it's just going to be a massive palm tree. Palmetto, sorry. I don't know, is there a difference between a palm tree and a palmetto? Probably. How big do we want that? I don't know, maybe up to there. So that's where our palm tree goes. The moon's going to be somewhere up here. I don't even know how big we want that to be. Nice little sky down here. Probably dark, and then do we want a little shoreline maybe? Yeah, a little bit of a shoreline here. There. Simple painting today. This one should be pretty easy. You might make one look like Trump. Oh, maybe. I gotta get the gold hair or whatever. Swoopy hair. That'd be funny. I recently gave painting them out with an angle shader a try, since I struggle to do them with a knife. Ooh, what's an angle shader? Is that a type of brush? Like a dagger brush? Angle shader. Where's my 2-inch brush? Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought I lost it. I was going to be really sad. Okay. Let's just, well, we're going to have a moon, so I guess the top has to be really dark. So let's just make a blob of Prussian blue, because Prussian blue is really dark. Very strong, very dark blue. So I'm just going to fire that up here. I'm trying not to press hard against the side because I don't want the beams to show up. A lot of times when I'm painting, I push too hard and you can very clearly see the beams here. I'm trying to not do that anymore. I also could have done this one if I was thinking ahead, as usual. If I was thinking ahead, I could have done this one without magic white and just done liquid clear or linseed oil, you know. That probably would have worked a little bit better. Let's see, did I go pushing too hard? kind of want some red up here too. Maybe I'll do that. Throw in some crimson. Yeah, it's a brush like a dagger brush. Okay, cool. Sounds pretty fun. I know some people do, they don't use their palette knives at all. They just do mountains with their regular filberts and flat brushes. Dagger brush, yeah, stuff like that. Seems to work pretty well for them. I'm just wiping out the, as much as the blue that I could get out. I mean, I could also just use a different brush, but I don't want to clean it yet, just yet. All right, let's throw some red up here. I might work backwards. I wonder if I'm just going to throw a... All right, yeah, let's just work backwards. Changed my mind mid-painting. I'll put some blue on top of that on this border here so it's not as crazy looking. Paint your dream worlds here. Or paint your dream world. How's it going? I got a new microphone coming next week that I'm excited about. So hopefully I can set it up in time for the stream. We'll see. I don't know. I noticed that the one I have is buzzing and it bugs me, so I don't like buzzing microphones. Okay. Probably should have taken that up there, but whatever. Alright, back to the blue. This will be really dark. We're turning this nighttime style. Okay. Try and get that line out of there. Alright, is it sufficiently dark? I think so. Hard for me to tell. All these kind of look the same. Alright. Should also throw this down here. Not that color. I'll do this with the fan brush because it's a smaller space. I don't want to get too crazy. Smaller space, don't need as much paint. Alright, there's that. Mix that with his yellow. Hopefully this turns somewhat of an orange color. Put that over here. That's too orange. I don't like that. That's too dark, but it'll lighten up. Okay. This is our limited water that we're going to have. That a little bit. And I'll try and add a little bit of blue on the top. Hi Nate, what are we painting? We're painting, this is a South Carolina state, so it's going to be the palmetto and moon from the flag that they have. That's all we're going to be doing. I'm going to blend this out some more. little higher. We need the blue. I'll just go over and grab it. I don't feel like bringing everything over here. Alright, let's put this on the side. Okay. Maybe some over here. Alright, there's our little bit of water. Hi, Draftsmans. Thanks, Shadow Neck. It's good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Having a good day. Or as good as you can. Okay. I think that's good enough for painting's done. We're done. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta do the moon. Do we want to do some clouds? I don't know if we need any clouds. You can always add some. Clouds, sand. I can add the sand now. Sand's not too hard. It's quite easy actually. Sand, burnt sienna, a little bit of black, dark brown. Okay. There's one. Oops. Hope I didn't scrape something there. There's two. You have to pay attention to these little, I don't know what they're called, but there's some times where I can't tell where I'm putting the paint, and I end up with these white spots on the canvas, and I can't see them until I look at a photograph of the painting. It's very frustrating. So I'm trying to make sure that I get anything that looks remotely like a white spot, cover it up. Alright, some more black and burnt sienna here. Just tapping both sides. Make sure it's somewhat chiseled, but doesn't have to be straight chisel. Alright, we're just kind of pulling this all in here. Alright, there's our sand. Not yet, but the base for our sand. It's a little more bumpy up there on the top. Alright. There's the sand. There's the clouds. Try blending the sky a bit. Okay. Clouds would look great. One day travel all of these and paint unseen. Oh yeah, I could do that. That'd be fun. One day I will. Just gotta save up for it and make sure somebody's here to look after my cat so she don't get lonely. Wiping off my 2-inch brush again. Who are your favorite famous artists? Ooh, good question. I mean, me personally, or what time period? Because I got a lot. All right, let's blend this first. I think this is not blended very well. Old school Renaissance or like really old ones? Oh, I can't even think. I mean, Da Vinci's really good. My aunt, I don't know why, for whatever reason, she's trying to prove that my family is related to Da Vinci, and I don't see it. I don't know why, but she's dead set in it. She's all on what's that website, ancestry.com, trying to I forget, she found some document that like had Da Vinci's name on it, and she's going all over that. I just think it's really funny. But yeah, I like Da Vinci. I like Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, depending on how you pronounce it. Edgar Payne, Edgar Degas. Oh man, Rembrandt. Yeah. And then you got like the surrealist ones, like kind of like Salvador Dali. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are just a little bit too much, too weird for me. But Bob Ross, yeah. Kincaid, yeah, Thomas Kincaid. He's really good. Peter Max. Kevin Hill. I like Kevin Hill's stuff. I don't know if he's considered famous, but he's pretty big on the YouTube. Watercolor by Shibasaki. He's like the Japanese Bob Ross. Is this guy okay? Now I'm self-conscious about it. I hope it is. Let's add in some clouds. There's some blue or maybe some red already in there, so it should turn like a pink color. I don't really know how. I don't want them to be that bright because I want the moon to be the brightest thing, so we'll just add some up here. Soft ones, very soft clouds. Come down a little bit down here. Spin with the fan brush, blend them up. I found that I like blending with the fan brush more than the bigger brushes now for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. Alright, so we got a nice subtle cloud over there. Let's add one on the left, kind of the same way. Just a bunch of white paint on the fan brush. And then we'll just kind of mush it in there. Try and pick up as much blue as possible. That makes it more subtle. Maybe it comes down here. And then blend up here. Little tiny circles. Same right here. And down here. Little circles. There we go. Blend this a little bit more. All right. Don't know how Kincaid was able to paint those real photorealistic pictures. Yeah, they're really good. Paint by Nate and Paint Your Dream World. Yeah. Paint Your Dream World is really good. I don't know if I'm good. I always doubt myself. I don't know why though. Bill Alexander, yeah. Oh, how did I forget Bill Alexander? I like Bill Alexander's energy. If I'm ever like low energy, about to fall asleep, just go watch one of his videos, get fired up, ready to paint a masterpiece. Where's my little filbert? There it is. I don't think there's any paint in here. Doesn't look like it. We need like a very strong white here. Because this is our moon. We're going to do the moon now. I'm trying to remember which way does it face. On the South Carolina flag, I believe it's a C. It looks like a C, so it's going to be like this. But if it's not, somebody will get upset. That's fine. Somebody's always upset. How big do we want it? I want it real big. There we go. There's our moon. We'll just kind of pull to the left, fuzz him out on the edge, but don't go all the way to the right because we want that strong right edge. And blend it back up there. There we go. There we go. There's a little moon. All right. Nice and easy painting there. Oh, drop the towel. Okay. Wipe this brush off. That looks awesome. Thanks, Paul. You love moons and paintings? Yeah. They definitely liven it up. I know some people aren't a fan because they say it's a boring subject, but I always like them. Okay, now I get to do the palmetto. Oh, I think we said it was going to be here. I can't really see my sketch because we already covered it up. But we'll just use black for this. Black and a little sienna. Very small amount of sienna. Just a little bit of brown. It's going to be big. Well, let's start in the middle because we don't know how big we want it to be yet. Not really enough paint there. There we go. Alright. And the bottoms are a little fat. So we gotta make sure we get that. Alright, a little bit more of that. Let's make it a little wider. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. So we're only going to have one. I don't really want to do a family of palmettos. We're just going to do a lone palmetto hanging out with the moon. Just like the flag. Alright. Here's our trunk. Do we want to make it a little taller? Nah. Now we got to add in the leaves and whatnot. You can do these with the filbert brush. You can do them with the fan brush. For this size, and because it's a palmetto, not a traditional palm, I'll probably just use this regular filbert brush and start making in the bottom. There's like a little, like, I don't know what you call them, chin. There's the bottom of the palmettos that kind of sticks out, and he looks like this. Little tiny leaves. And then it goes up a little bit. And then it gets big and branchy, big bushy leaves up at the top. Alright, we'll do those. I could do these with the fan brush, but gotta hold the brush right for this. We gotta make sweeping motions. And it's easy to do sweeps with the wrist instead of the full arm. Getting more control. So here's one. There's two. There's three. Go do the other side. One. Oh, a little more paint. Two. Three. Ooh, that one's more tall. Let's do that again. Three. You kind of join together. That's okay. We can do another one up here. And then a little shorter one here. And a little short one here. Just make sure you pull. Maybe one up here. A little droopy one up here. There we go. Here's our palmetto. Billy's here. Hey, Billy. How you doing? Good having you here. Hope your week was good. I hope next week goes all right. I'm a little worried because I'm every so often at my job we have to do they call it being on call. And next week's my on-call rotation. So if anything explodes, I have to get on the phone ASAP and fix it. It can be kind of stressful. Hopefully nothing explodes. But you never know. Alright. I gotta figure out what brush I want to use for this next step. We gotta add segments to the palmetto down here. So I'm going to use kind of the same colors, a little bit more brown. And then some white. Okay, this might be too dark. Hopefully it's not too dark. That's probably good. Alright, I'm going to start at the bottom. Maybe I can start at the top because that's where it's going to be brightest. Hopefully you can see this, but I'm just going to, I need it to be as flat, I mean it could be just a flat brush as well, but I'm just going to do that. Pull to the right. Tap on the side, pull to the right. Tap on the side, pull to the right. Tap on the side, pull to the right. Side, pull to the right. Pull, pull. Okay. Here's our, looks okay, I guess. Okay. There we go. Had those little things there. Doing good. Just got last night in my apartment, and it's on to Kentucky. Forever home. Nice. It's exciting. That's where my brother lives right now. He's up in Louisville. He seems to enjoy it. Beck's going to the Derby. I guess the Derby's in a couple weeks, so he's going to be at that and hanging out, watching the horses race. Let's see. Get the fan or the filbert brush back out. We'll do some highlights on the these guys up here and some white. Maybe white and a little bit of blue. Make it look a little bit more like moonlight. Even though this isn't, it's kind of a warm sunset where the moon happens to be out. Alright, moon's up there, the sun's down here. So the moonlight would be up on this. Ooh, this might be tricky. Oh well. Just gotta do it fast. There we go. Just tap and pull. Ooh, that one came out good. I think I need more blue. Also could use some liquid white would help. Alright, get a little bit more of that. Could also wipe off some of the, that's too much blue. Wipe off some of the black there, because I did lay it on pretty heavy. These ones back here are going to be pretty dark because they're kind of in the shade, so. Alright. That's okay for the highlights. This one's a little too long, but that's fine. It's fine. Do you like bluegrass? My brother loves it. Yeah. Jazz Buddy Rich. Nice. Buddy Rich is a legend. Alright, there's our palmetto. It's a little too dark though on the bottom, so we got to darken up the sand a little bit. Back here in the back. Back here in the back. Let's do that. There we go. Nice and dark. And that was just blue and a little bit of blue and a lot of black. That's all we're doing here. Trying to darken it up. Wiggle it. Give it the wiggle. There we go. A little bit darker. Okay. What's with all the pizza boxes in the other room? I'm saying these things? Those aren't pizza boxes. If you ever seen the movie Whiplash, that's an Amazing Drum movie. Oh yeah, that one's good. pretty intense. It's an intense movie. Trying to think what I want to do down here. I kind of just want to add a little bit of highlight on the sand, make it stand out a little bit. Oh, the canvases. Yeah. Yeah, those are the canvases. Not pizza boxes, but I could stack up the pizza boxes back there. That'd be funny. I eat enough pizza, so. Alright, let's just add a little bit of highlight here and there. Not too much. I'm just going to tap on some of these spots first, and then we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we want to actually do down here. Alright, I think that's just enough. We don't need much. We just need enough that we can spread it around and do something fun with it. That. And like this. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Very subtle painting here. The focus I want to be on the moon and the palmetto, because that's what the subject is. Okay, there's the little dunes. Little dunes there. Yeah, those are canvases. So I promise they're canvases. That's what I was going to use. Not pizza. Hi, Nate. Hi, Erica. Erica LeMay. Good to see you. We're doing the South Carolina one that I think you and Paul both suggested last week. Do the flag. Trying to find my small script liner. There it is. Alright. I don't want to use oil, but I'll just use a little bit of thin oil here and mix it up. Do the signature. I still don't know what we're going to do for the next one. I haven't decided. I wasn't able to make a decision in my head. My options are Badlands, the Badlands National Park, Palisades National Park, Custer State Park, or Good Earth State Park. I couldn't decide. I wanted to do Mount Rushmore, but I don't know. I need to spend more time studying that before I try to paint it. It's not like this, I can easily wing it because it's subjects that I've already done in the past. You know, if that makes sense. 2, 3. Mount Rushmore, please, just go for it. Oh my God. Oh, add the flag showing the moon and palm tree on this one. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Maybe do a little one over here. You can remove paint. Just gotta make a space. Fired. Alright, I'll give it a shot. And if it ends up too terrible, I just won't turn it into one of those paintings that I make after the live streams where I chop them up and give them their own video. Alright, we're just going to make a really tiny flag over here. Blue. Blue. Just mash it in. down the bottom right is kind of tricky, but alright, there's the blue. And then for this next thing, I'll probably use actual magic white. Is it blue? Oh, geez, I've already ruined it. I thought it was blue. I see enough of them. I live right beside it, but I could be wrong. It could be purple. I wouldn't be able to tell. All right, this is our thin white. We gotta be. What does it even look like? Oh, now I'm forgetting. Yeah, I know it. I know there's a. I know there's a little moon up here. And then here's the palmetto over here. Little palmetto, baby palmetto. I think he's right in the middle. There's a lot of paint. Holy cow. There's a big glob of magic white there. White palm tree and moon. Okay. Thanks, Paul. Keeping me honest here. Ooh, the little paint, the little tiny details are hard for me. Is that it? Is that the flag? Do we do it? Was there anything else? I thought there was more. Probably. But, oh well. Let me know if that looks okay. Kind of hard to see probably because it's so small. But, alright. That's South Carolina for you. Nobody knows what it looks like. I'm just kidding. There it is. Just a palmetto and the moon, just like the flag. Hope it came out.